morning and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this video I will be reviewing a beautiful set of watercolours that I have been sent by the company Paul Rubens. They really kindly reached out to me and asked if I would like to share these products and test them. So I said I would be absolutely delighted. So this is the packaging that we have, and it is a set of watercolours that we will be having a look at. But just look at this. How beautiful is that box? I absolutely love it. And then we've got details here on the back. So let's open this up. Oh, this is beautiful. I've never used Paul Rubens paints before. So yeah, this feels like a real treat. Okay, so we've got this beautiful pink, sort of like a cloth. Oh, and our tin matches the packaging. I love that. I really do like that. I think that is beautiful. So yeah, we've got this really lovely soft pink cloth which has the Paul Rubens logo on here, and this feels really lovely. I almost think it would be a bit too nice to kind of wipe my brushes on but yeah, that is absolutely beautiful. It feels lovely. So here is our tin of paints. So we've got the sort of the thumb grip here at the back, which is really nice. So if you're sort of out and about, you know, you can sort of just loop your thumb through and sort of hold the palette. So yeah, that is really handy. So let's open this up. Okay, so we've got a nice amount of mixing area there. Okay, and then we have 12 colours. So as you can see, they are all individually wrapped. So what I will do is take the packaging off of these and then we will have a look. So I will do this off camera and then we will be right back. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so these popped out of the sleeves really easily. So I have kept these just for a second, just so I can kind of reference the colours. But yeah, this looks absolutely beautiful. Love this colour here. This is Venetian red. So yeah, they look beautiful. I'm really excited to try these out. So in our box we get a watercolour leaflet here. So let's just have a look and see. Okay, so I imagine these are all the colours that we could maybe get as maybe like these little pans. But yeah, they're gorgeous. Really beautiful. I'm loving some of these really nice neutral colours here. So yeah, I'll see how these go, and if I like them, then maybe that is something that I will look into in the future, is maybe, you know, getting some more pans of these. And then we've got, okay, so we've got, this is really nice actually, we've got a swatch card, but I don't know if you can see, it's on like really sparkly paper. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but yeah, it's really glittery. It feels lovely, and so we can always just sort of, you know, once we're done using these, keep it sort of in the tin like that, and it just makes this all really portable, which is great. Okay, so I was going to swatch these on some watercolor paper, but I will swatch them on here instead, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So Okay, yeah, so because the colours are labelled on here, I can just sort of push those to the side. So what I am going to do, I've just got a glass of some water here. So what I will do is just drop a little bit of water onto each colour. Obviously some's got a little bit more. Let's try and make sure I'm doing this so it's kind of even. So just get a little bit of water there. And then what I'll do is just let this sit for, you know, a minute, just to kind of, we'll get that pigment going. And then we'll sit and swatch these out together. But yeah, so far my impression of these is great. I love the portability of it, and I think the packaging is stunning. I love that we get a little swatch card as well. I really do appreciate that. I think, you know, I just think that is absolutely wonderful. Because like I said, I was just going to swatch this out on some watercolour paper. I think it's a Data Rowney. Yeah, I was going to swatch it out on this, which is the Data Rowney Aquafine Texture Watercolour paper. It is cold pressed, it's £140 paper. So I was going to try it out on this, but if we've got a swatch card here, then yeah, I don't feel like, you know, I don't really feel like that would be necessary. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you in whilst we swatch these colours. Hopefully that is okay. Right, so the first one we've got is our lemon yellow. Oh my goodness, look at that colour. That is beautiful. So vibrant and pretty. Then we have cadmium yellow light, which is this second colour here. Again, really, really pretty. So at the moment that looks very similar to the lemon yellow, but we'll see how they dry and see how that comes out. So we have cadmium red light. This colour looks beautiful. Looks really, really pretty. Oh wow. These paints feel so smooth as well. That's gorgeous. I do have a piece of tissue paper here next to me as well, so I am just blotting off my brush as well, just to make sure that I'm not transferring any of the pigment. So this is quinacridone rose. This looks beautiful in the pan. So, oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. What a beautiful, beautiful deep red. it almost kind of gives me the look of like as if it's maybe got like a sort of purpley undertone to it, but just like the smallest hint. I could very well be wrong. I'm not by any means, you know, sort of clued up that well on watercolours, but it just seems to have that really beautiful undertone. This is Dioxazine Violet. Wow. Let me try and just fade that out a little bit. Oh, that's gorgeous. So rich in pigment as well. Yeah, that's beautiful. Really, really lovely. I am so blown away by how pigmented these colours are. They are absolutely magnificent. Okay, the next one is French Blue. Let's get that a little bit more water on the brush. Okay, French Blue. Oh, this is gorgeous. This looks like the colour of my kids' school jumpers. That is gorgeous. I love that. That is beautiful. So that is the French Blue. Okay, so now we have Berlin Blue. So if we come down here, oh, that's beautiful. Let me just get a little bit of water off of the brush. That might have been a bit too much. There we go. Yeah, that is stunning. I love that. Just get that, make sure I've got that pigment off of the brush. So now we're moving on to Oriental Green. Okay, so get a little bit there on the brush. Oh, that is stunning. That has got kind of like a turquoise sort of tone to it, which is absolutely stunning. And they're just going on so smooth. They are beautiful. I'm really, really impressed so far. So this one is Olive Green Dark. Beautiful, beautiful colour there. I'll just blend that out with a little bit more water there. I probably should have done that with all of them really, but yeah, that is gorgeous. Olive Green Dark. It's beautiful, beautiful colour. Okay, so next we have Venetian Red. Got a bit too much there on the brush. Let me just dry off that brush a little bit. Okay. So that is the Venetian Red. Again, really beautiful colour. I love that. Such a rich colour. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so next we have brown umber. So that is very much kind of like it's kind of like a brownish charcoal kind of colour. And then last but by no means least, we have ivory black. I feel like I don't need to put an awful lot of pigment, you know, on this brush at all. I might have my brush a little bit too wet there, so let me just pat that dry. Okay. So this is ivory black. There we go. So what I will do is let this swatch card dry, and then we will come back and have a look at this properly. Okay, so these are mostly dry. I'm still waiting for a few, but I thought what it might be a nice idea to do is to try these out on a page. So I can set the card off to the side and just let that completely dry. But the book that I am going to try them out in is this one. This is Rising by Karolina Kubakolska, and I've got a page chosen for this month, which I just feel like these paints would be perfect for. Let me just have a look here a second. There we go. The page was eluding me. So it is this one here. I am doing this for a Little Red Riding Hood prompt. So what I thought it would be nice to do is just try these paints out on an actual colouring page and kind of see how I like them then. So I think I'm mostly just going to be trying out the red and greens on this one for now. So yeah, what I will do is just grab a clip to hold these pages down, and yeah, we will try them out on this page. Okay, so we'll just move that page flag a second. Just clip the pages down. Oh. There we go. Just makes it a little bit easier to work with. So what I will do is put the palette here, and yeah, I just thought we would give these a little bit of a try out on an actual page. So I'm going to be using the quinacridone rose. I want to use a little bit of that. Just to sort of base some of these flowers. So just get a little bit of that there going, and I want to add a tiny little bit of the cadmium red light as well. Okay. And then I will just use a tiny little bit of the pigment, and yeah, we'll just try it out as a base on some of these flowers. Just see how it goes. You know, actually using them in a book, which is what I would use these for anyway. I think the pigment of these is absolutely wonderful. I really do think they are beautiful. They're such rich, vibrant colours, and because of how pigmented they are, I don't feel like you need to use an awful lot to get a really great colour payoff. So let's just base some of these flowers here. I will be shading over the top with pencils, or at least that was my plan, but we'll see how these go, and it may be that you know, I might be able to get away with doing this in mostly watercolours, which I never really do. I never feel brave enough to just leave a page with just watercolour. I always feel I need to sort of just go in and you know, sort of deepen the shading and things, but to be honest, my loves, with these paints, I'm not sure I would need to. I don't mind going over those bits in the middle because I will, you know, paint over those. So these colours have mixed beautifully as well. They've mixed really, really nicely. Okay, just yeah, it's beautiful. I'm loving how they're working on this paper. The paper in this book is phenomenal anyway, and so I think, you know, it's a great base for these paints. And I just feel like they really come into their own. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've never had the pleasure of trying out any Paul Rubens products. I have seen videos with people reviewing products and things before, and they always look wonderful. But to have the opportunity to try them firsthand, I'm so incredibly grateful to the team at Paul Rubens for giving me this opportunity to try them and to share them here with you all. Oh, just look at how beautiful. Okay, so now I would like to go in with the olive green dark, which is this one. So just get a bit of pigment going here. I'm adding quite a bit of water because I do want the base of the leaves to be pale for the moment, and then I will deepen those up. Okay, so let's come over here just so that I'm not putting my hand through any of the paint that may still be wet. So even though I've watered this down quite a bit, the colour is still really pretty. I do think I'm going to add a bit more pigment in. I might have watered it down just a little bit too much. The colours are just beautiful. They really are wonderful. I can't praise these paints enough. I really can't. I just think they're fantastic. You can see how beautiful and vibrant the colours are, and just how smooth they are. It feels really effortless, which is great. You know, especially as someone with dexterity issues, the fact that these just go down so smooth, minimal effort, you know, and they activate beautifully. It doesn't take really any time at all to activate them. Got a bit too much there, so let's just bring some of that down here. But yeah, it just feels really effortless, and I personally really do appreciate that. And I can definitely see these being a medium that I come back to. I think these are just very much going to become a staple within my colouring arsenal. They're just working beautifully, and they're not drying like patchy or anything like that. Yeah, I think they're brilliant. And as I've mentioned as well, a little bit of pigment goes a long way. Yeah, I think that is gorgeous. Okay, so I am going to keep the colours here on the palette because I am going to continue to use this. But you can just see how beautifully and smooth that has gone down on the paper. It's, yeah, beautiful. You can see, you know, sort of how nicely it's drying here. So I am beyond pleased with these. I think they're fantastic. So let's just move this out of the way, and yeah, I will give you my overall thoughts and opinions, but I think that's pretty obvious, to be quite honest. Okay, so this is editing Kate here, just to add a little section into the video. That the wonderful team at Paul Rubens have provided us with a discount code, and that enables you to 20% off of these paints. Now, unfortunately, it is only available in the US and Canada, and the code is valid from the 12th of February 2025 to the 18th of February 2025. So if you guys are interested in these, either for yourself or you know that's, you know, somebody you love would really enjoy them as a gift, then go snag them while you have that money off code. The code is KateArt08. I will put that up here on the screen for you, and I will also put all the details in the video description. So yeah, thank you again so much to the team at Paul Rubens, and now back to the video. So let's just take a look at this. So a few of these paints are still a little bit wet, so that is probably down to me using a bit too much water. But look at these colours. I am over the moon. I can't really tell an awful lot of difference between the two yellows, so it would have been nice to maybe sort of have maybe sort of like a light umber, something like that. That might have been quite nice. Or a white. You know, we could have replaced one of the yellows with a white to use that as a mixing colour to lighten some of these. That might have been nice. But overall, I think this is a beautiful palette. And yeah, really, really gorgeous colours. The pans, they came out of the packaging so easily. And yeah, I think this is brilliant. This tray is also removable. This one here. Let me just be careful because some of these paints are wet. So if you're out and about or even at home, you know, when you're using this, if you need a little bit more of a mixing area, you have that here, which is great. So you've got that extra space there, which is wonderful. I just think it's gorgeous. The packaging is wonderful. I love the colour, and I like that it matches this as well, and it just makes it feel like the team at Paul Rubens have put a lot of thought and attention to the detail in this product, which I do appreciate. It doesn't go unnoticed. And you know, this cloth is beautiful. It's really, really lovely. Like I said earlier, I don't think I'm going to use this to wipe off my brushes. It feels too nice, but I will keep it wrapped around the case as it came when it was all packaged up originally. But yeah, I think these are stunning. I would highly recommend these watercolor paints. I think they are absolutely beautiful. So I would just like to once again say a huge, great big thank you so much to the team at Paul Rubens for giving me the opportunity to try this product and to share it here with you on the channel. Yeah, thank you so incredibly much. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever it is you are up to. Take care, stay safe, my loves, and I will see you in the next one. Lots of love. Bye.